On this adventure of camera crusades, I'm back in southern Colorado for some fall photography. We check out some amazing spots along the way, camp out at Priest Lake, and finally we arrive at the amazing curved aspens. Today we are headed into southern Colorado for the fall photography trip. And today is already looking incredible. So expectations are way up here. The colors in the area are rich and vibrant with these yellows, golden colors, and even red on these trees is making for spectacular scenery. Not to mention the weather here is unpredictable today. It is rainy, cloudy, and nasty, which is my favorite type of weather to shoot photography in. So today is going to be a great day. We just got to get a little further down the road to our first spot, start taking some pictures. Just a few miles down the road, I found a fantastic start to the trip. So I'm just off of the roadside here on a little pullout because this photo wasn't gonna last. Today is such a wild day with the rainy weather. There happens to be some snow that is hitting those distant mountains. The rain is beginning to pick up yet again. So quickly, my composition, I have a 50mm on to kind of compress the scene. The beautiful snow-capped mountain is center in the background. And then I have these beautiful leading lines kind of zigzagging all the way through the scene with the green and the yellow. Makes for a fantastic photo. Check this final image out. The wet and rainy day began to come to a close, so I stopped at Priest Lake to have some dinner. So I'm just on the side of Priest Lake, the beautiful lake just behind me, surrounded in those colorful aspen trees. It's a perfect place for dinner tonight, and I'm just kind of stopping here for dinner. I'm having fancy ramen, pork flavor, and I've got some leftover shredded pork and some green beans. So that's what I call fancy ramen. Mix that all up, heat it up, and it'll be a nice meal because it's been so cold today. It's gonna be a fun night though. A couple more hours still until sundown. So we've got a few more opportunities to get some photographs. And we're gonna do that at our campsite, which is just down the road at Trout Lake. There's a lovely free campground that I frequent almost every time I come here for fall color. It has spectacular views. Wait till you see it. Well, we finally made it to campground, and it is just in time because there's only about 30 or 40 minutes left of daylight today, and it's getting dark fast and it's getting cold fast. So this is probably going to be one of the last few pictures I take today, but tomorrow, stick around, we're heading back to the Curvy Aspens. It's going to be fantastic. But let me show you the composition I have lined up for the Trout Lake here. You'll see I have 1, 2, 3 large evergreens are the foreground element of this image. The middle ground is this beautiful lake surrounded by aspen trees. And then finally, distant mountain peaks. There's at least 3 or 4, and several of them are shrouded in fog. And it really adds to the drama of this day. Really excited about this photograph. My settings, real simple, f11, ISO 100, and shutter priority asks for 1 second exposure. So let's take that shot. Here it is. I woke up early so I could get a jump start on the day, and luckily I did, because there was a fresh dusting of snow on the ground and made for an incredible morning of photography. Fantastic. I'm so happy this morning. The fresh snow made this, in my mind, the most epic photo ever, and it is not disappointing. The snow is kind of coated just on some of the sides of the trunks, and it is incredible, not to mention the early bird gets the worm, because there has been nobody here. I am the first footprints today, which makes me very happy knowing that I can get some nice clean images of the fresh snow with these Curvy Aspens. So I have just a very simple composition lined up right now, because I anticipate a lot of people showing up very, very soon. Getting a few shots now so that when those crowds come, I have a couple of really great keepers in the bag, because ultimately I'm waiting for the sun to come up over the mountains. So I have my composition dialed in. I'm really just focusing on these 5 main trees that have the nice S shape. 1 on each side, and then the 3 down the center of the frame. And now I've got my settings dialed in, 35 millimeters, f11, ISO 100, and now just waiting for the light. While photographing the Curvy Aspens, I met another photographer who invited me on a short hike to a local waterfall. I'm on a bit of an offshoot. This is a waterfall I've never even heard of. Luckily, I met this guy at the curved trees, and he was real kind enough to show me back in here. This waterfall is massive, probably 100 feet tall, and super special. I love photographing waterfalls, so we're gonna take some photos from around here. He did ask that I don't mention the name of this place, so it is a secret waterfall. So if you're ever near the Telluride area, look for waterfalls. You might just come across one. What a fantastic location to check out fall color. Southern Colorado really is a special, special place, and it's cool to see some new locations. Fantastic to meet that buddy who showed me that waterfall. That was incredible. And all of the other spots with the fantastic color of the aspen trees. Fantastic trip. I hope you've enjoyed joining with me, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you in that next adventure.